Hello, everybody. I hope you enjoy this ride with me. The snow is over, the roads are clear and high and dry. It's it. I don't know how long this live stream is going to be, but who cares? As you're watching the lines go by every 30 seconds, or excuse me, every 60 seconds, I have drive a little bit more than a mile. So just let those know I get paid as you're watching the pavement in front of me. I don't get paid by YT. I care less. But I'm going to have to brief away a lot of things that, well, not a lot, but some things that were said last night after I left J Mike's live stream. Okay. You can say anything about anybody and make it look like anything you want if you don't give the entire story and its accuracy, and then people will get a full understanding. They point something out, and then they paint it the way they want everybody to see it. Like, for instance, Mike G. Soon as I left, talking about me. Oh, well. I mean, what he said was kind of weak. One of them was I was dangling money in front of my screen on somebody's panel. Oh, okay. And then he made it sound like, like he said that I was like acting like I would at a stripper show. Oh, okay, fine. That could be a narrative, but that's not what happened in that live stream. And then you must ask yourself, why was I dangling money in that video? Okay, there was somebody karaokeing the song by Madonna, Material Girl, and I was just adding to the show. And I've done this to many of people. It may not be that, it may be something else, whether it be a comment or something I do. Cher Pencil's a prime example of that. I don't know the title of the song, but she does that song where she's saying beep, 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 beep. Well, my microphone wasn't muted, so I hit the air horn at the same time she said that. It's funny. But I guess, only a few people are allowed to have a sense of humor. And we got to paint something that it is not to make the other person look bad. Look, guys, if you want to waste your time trying to make me look bad, go right ahead. Is it making you money? Does it do anything for you? But go ahead. But that's what that dangling of the money was. Yeah, I fanned out a bunch of 20s I had in my wallet because in the MTV video, they were dancing around Madonna with pearls and diamonds, all kinds of crap. It was a ridiculous video. I can't remember whose live stream that was. I think it was maybe Precious Life or this other one. I can't remember because it's been over a year since I've been in her live stream. But that's what that was about. And then onto the two girls that are behind me in the background whenever it is I karaoke or on somebody's panel. Okay, I got two of those photos that I had made for me. And either one of those females complained. Okay? As a matter of fact, two of those the three of them were willing to do it, to help me do what I wanted to do. I was recreating an album cover of one of my favorite albums by one of the bands I like. Nothing more, nothing less. And Mike G, do you know who those two girls were? Well, I'll give it to you. One of them was Sammy's sister Cam's, and the other one was Grizel. And for their efforts, I gave them some money to buy some ice cream or whatever it is they wanted to do. I made it worth their while. But they were willing to do that, help me do that. And it looks really cool. But you can define it how you want to. See, it's easy to take something and define it in a different way. That's why whoever Casey is, and whatever he claims that he has, go right on ahead. What, you're going to edit a bunch of videos and make it look like something and it is not? Well, whatever you got, dude, it and bring it. Because we keep in hearing about all this evidence. And oh, that guy, bam, his comment when he first came in the panel to insult me. Oh, I know there's one on here that's wanting to see Darren's dick. No, not exactly. I want to see proof of the story that is being told. What's wrong with that? And when you ask for proof, I get in return insult. Any investigator will tell you if their first response is an attitude and insult, that means they ain't got any. That they're lying. That still remains to be seen entirely, but that's what that means. And I'm like, oh, they got to make fun of me and make a joke like I'm wanting to see Darren's dick. Well, if you have the evidence, you've seen it, right? So, you can play with rhetoric all you want. You can pull the wool over the eyes to as many people that'll believe you. But let's set the story straight and give the grand picture of every detail, and then get a better understanding of what you were seeing or being told. And it's been so long, because I've seen one video. Yeah, it was edited all like crazy in a Photoshop, and a bad one at that. Let's put it this way. You better be very good of whatever it is that you're trying to pass. Because, yeah, there are computer engineers that do this kind of thing that could spot it a mile away. But for me, I like to get to the core of the situation. And I asked, I want to see some cell phone records from the phone company. When it was sent, who it was sent to, times, dates, everything. You can go to your cell phone company and ask for that, and they'll give you a readout of everything that was done on that phone. Phone call, text message, video, picture, it shows it. Just like your bank statement. But see, that was kind of funny. As soon as I leave the live stream, they immediately start digging on me. Okay, look, whatever you got, go ahead and show it. Okay, I really don't give a flying fuck. Okay, like one particular person I know that hates me said this line too. You don't pay my fucking bill, so fuck you. Yeah, exactly. You don't pay mine either. It goes both ways. And I don't owe you or anybody else on here a damn thing. For the ones who are friends of mine, this is a different side of me that I don't like to come out, but it has to because I'm addressing something. Because these are awful people, and they can pretend all they want and fantasize that, oh, I'm a good person. Well, be a good person. And stop being jealous of other people. Because you know what? I get that all the time. And I'm like, what the fuck are people jealous of me for? All I do is work. I see my kids when I can. My life's an open book. I don't hide behind an avatar. I don't hide behind a fake name. I don't hide behind a fake voice. So those who do, fuck you. And one of those can't keep their freaking story straight. They're gay one day and the next day they're not, and they can't decide on what the hell they are. And they got so many different identities. Oh, we got to believe these crazy people? And mind you, these are supposed to be adults. Me, I can waste time here, because why? Look at the screen in front of you. Every 60 seconds. On this load, I'm making $4.25 a mile. Every 60 seconds, I'm making $4.20. That's just a little heads up. And to let people know, the video is going to be there. You can rewatch it. And if it comes up in another live stream, I've got go watch that video. It explains the whole thing. I had people that person, Bam, with the beard and mustache. I never even seen him before. I don't even know him, but he had things to say about me. Dude, you only know what you've been told, and half of it's probably bullshit anyway. I don't have to lie. Day in and day out, there are people that I'm real close to, yes. They know where I am day in and day out. They know what I'm doing. I rarely get free time. I'm either working or I'm asleep. In the meantime, I get food, coffee, take a shower, take a shit, take a piss. That's about it. And some of these people want to rehash something that happened over a year and a half ago that still don't know the whole story. And I did a video and explained it. I'm not repeating myself again. There was the video. It was up there for a long time. I don't have that channel anymore. If you didn't see it, that is your fault. And the best witness of that story is Sammy Chavez. Why? Because she was in that conversation in a three-way Skype call, video call. So if there's questions that you want to know that happened towards the end of that, Sammy is your best person. She'll tell you. And these idiots were saying that me and Sammy were in a relationship, even though she was in a relationship with Robert well over a year ago. And they still kept that one going. But I'm like this. People, my life's an open book. You see me right in front of me, you see me almost every day. So you're going to believe. You're going to believe what's right in front of you, and you can talk to me anytime, basically, if I'm not asleep. Or are you going to believe a bunch of people just to throw things out there to make people look bad and laugh and giggle about it? Again, the girl was singing Material Girl by Madonna, and that's why I waved that Cash Money in front of that. But Mike G, you wanted to point it like I was at a strip show? Who's got the sick mind here? And what I do when I karaoke. Why are you guys so hooked up about every detail about what I do? Do you have a problem with me? If you have a problem with me, then stay the fuck away from me, all right? It ain't gonna break my heart, sweetheart. Crying shame, because some of my close friends will tell you, Sean's a good piece of change to have around as a friend. He actually shows up when you move. He's probably one of the only friends that actually show up to help you move from point A to point B. Yeah, if I'm not on the road and I'm home, if somebody needs help, I'm there. Sometimes when they need financial help, I'm there without question. A lot of times the people will tell you that I've donated to it. I forgot all about it. Sometimes they got to remind me. I'm like, I did that. I give without reward. Because I'm like this. I see life from other people's shoes, including my trolls. I know what I would do. I'd be like, man, I'd stop this and start, going in another direction. Because they live a miserable life. Do I like my life 100%? No. I would like to be home, visit my kids a lot more often. But that's the sacrifice. I'm guaranteeing that I can provide for my children. And in the Philippine culture, that says a lot. If you want to get the truth, ask any Panay. That says a lot about somebody that sacrifices himself for his children, especially being a man. I'm speaking nothing but truth here, ladies and gentlemen. And they can argue it, paint it, cut this up and edit it and make it sound like something else and get a good laugh. Go right on ahead. You're not going to affect me. You're not going to affect my revenue at all. Why? Because I don't have an employer. I already had this done to me already. Somebody actually called the company I pull loads for. Yes, I'm under their authority. But all that means is I can only haul their freight while I have their DOT number on the side of my truck. And yes, they could probably say, well, we don't no longer need you to pull loads for us. No fucking problem. In less than an hour, I can call another company and they'd sign me in a New York minute. And I'd be hauling freight. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm at the top of the food chain when it comes to Prime Inc. I've been there longer than most drivers. They know who I am. They know what kind of person I am because the proof's in the pudding for 12 years. They're not going to want me to walk. They make too much money with me. But like I said, I don't have a boss. I'm what you call self-employed. So you're not going to affect me by calling up Prime Inc. and trying to say, you could say anything you want to them. You'll probably get my fleet manager or somebody in safety and be like, who are you again? Because see, look, they're all educated there too. And they're not stupid or weak-minded to believe what somebody says because they said it. They're like, sir, we don't even know who you are. Do you have video of this? What is it that he did wrong? And do you have video evidence? Because hearsay is hearsay. And if you don't have video proof of me doing something that is illegal, you ain't got nothing. And they're going to hang up the phone, and you can go about your merry way and live in your own fantasy land like you accomplished something, in which you didn't accomplish anything. Because my fleet manager calls me up, and he said, I got a weird phone call about this and this. I'm like, how did they identify themselves? They didn't give their name. That's why we didn't believe them, because they didn't give their name. I said, well, what is it that I did? He said, they were giving up all kinds of weird stories and all that. And I tried to explain to him that you're my boss. Yeah. My fleet manager, I'm his boss. My fleet manager answers to me. But I have a good, close relationship with my fleet manager. And we work for mutual interest. That's why we're so profitable, because we work together. And when I'm in Springfield, I invite him to dinner and I buy him some filet mignon right there at the Oasis, right next to the Campus Inn on Glenstone in Springfield. You can Google map it. They got the best filet mignon you want. And yeah, it's very expensive. And we have a great relationship, but I can fire him at any moment and ask for another fleet manager. But that's not power. Being able to terminate somebody and grab somebody else, that's not power. What is power is that person knows I can terminate them at any time, but I don't. That's power. Having the power and not exercising it, that's power. Oh, that'll go over some people's heads, but some people will understand it. That's why when it comes to Prime, I'm not going anywhere. They're not going to terminate my contract. Are you kidding? I just signed another contract. They knew WWE was talking to me. But my reasons for being tempted to go there were the money was okay. The money was great. That was not a problem. There was other reasons why I wanted to go, but I put business before pleasure. And what I was thinking was not good business. I was being led in the mind, being led to go a direction that's bad business. And bad business is bad business. And I identify it. And whenever I hear bad business or say bad business, I go the opposite direction. And it hasn't let me down yet. I've been in business for 12 years. Put that together. That motherfucker must be doing something right. Oops. Because if I was a dipshit and didn't know business, I would have went out of business in my first year. And this isn't bragging. This is telling the truth. And this is why I guess some people are jealous of me, because it's been brought to my attention. They're jealous of you because of this and this and this, what you do and or how much money you make. I don't brag. If I was bragging, I would show you my settlement every week. That would be bragging, but I don't. I don't live a lavish lifestyle. I don't play the game living with the Joneses. If you can't eat it, wear it, or live under it, it's nothing to me. I got a lot of friends in my town that I live in. They got campers, they got boats, they got this, they got that, and everything. And I tell myself, oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. But I don't. Because when am I ever going to be home to enjoy that? It's just going to rot in my driveway. And so I'm like, no. I came close to buying that yacht, though. That was an 85-foot yacht. And it was called, the brand of it was called Pacemaker. And this is in the, on Lake Erie, up there by Toledo. I got a driver friend that lives up that way named Jailbird. He has a yacht himself. He has a 68-footer. And I was clowning around, standing at the front because it looks just like what Rodney Dangerfield was standing on, looking down at the judge, saying, "You dented my anchor." Well, he had me looking at these yachts that people were selling. Yeah, they wanted 14 grand, and there was nothing wrong with this boat. 85-foot yacht, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it had a big bar and a living room. This was a sweet ass boat. I almost bought it. I was tempted, and it was called, the brand of the boat was called Pacemaker, and I was like, hey, Jailbird, maybe I'll change the name. This is a pacemaker boat. Maybe I ought to call it the defibrillator as a joke. They come up with these weird names for boats. Anyway, if you're in a live stream and want to address this again, I'll be more than happy to. One thing I don't do is I don't talk shit about people at all, especially when they had just left the panel. No, I try to get down to the truth instead of just believing people at face. There are some people I will believe at face, but very few and far between will I believe people at face. But if you got evidence of this and that and the other thing, and when me and Sheer asked for it, we got returned insults and all kinds of crap thrown at us, being attacked. And that's the first hunch that these people don't have anything, and they were expecting us to have the weak mind to believe them at face. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. You may be able to pull that yarn over other people, but you're not going to do it on me. Like one of my favorite actors said, Joe Pesci, nobody pulls the wool over the eye of a Gambini. Well, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes. I'm going to end this live stream because I'm going in this Loves, and I'm going to get a coffee. You guys have a good day.